The last day of transfer window was absolutely crazy. We might have just witnessed the craziest transfer window of all time. But from among all these big transfers that took place this year, we're gonna rank 26 best of them. The best of all, great deal, could have been better for the sake of it, and what the... There are gonna be 3 basic categories to judge these transfers on. The state in which they left their original club, the future of the player at their present club, and what impact that they're gonna have at their new club. Best of all, of course, is a condition in which all 3 of the parties are having the best deal possible. And to start off, we have Aguero. And without thinking much, I'm just gonna... Yes, absolutely. The only reason for Aguero to arrive at Barcelona was to make Messi stay. The day Messi left Barcelona, Aguero was like, "Okay, I'm out of here." He said that he's injured and won't be able to play for the next 6 months. He just arrived at Barcelona. Just. Many reports say that he's already looking for a move to MLS. Aguero is, to be honest, not at all really interested to play for Barcelona. The only reason he came to Barcelona was for Messi. And now that Messi is not here, his transfer, the salary being paid to him and everything is absolutely of no good. Moving on, we have the transfer that was anticipated for quite some time. Now, I'm not the biggest Manchester United fan. Still, Jadon Sancho to Manchester United. Certainly the best for all. Borussia Dortmund signed Jadon Sancho for $8 million. And they're selling him for $100 million. That's what we call business. On the other hand, Manchester United, they just found a great player on their right wing. And Jadon Sancho very much intended to play for them for so long. This deal could have happened last year, but it's never too late to be home. Moving on, we have David Alaba to Real Madrid. He moved on for free, and I think all over it is a great deal. To make it the best for all, well, actually, it could actually be either could have been better or a great deal. Now, why I'm saying could have been better, he's already 29 and Real Madrid lost 2 of their main defenders this season. Both Ramos and Varane are gone, and in place of them the only player they got is David Alaba. So though I wish to make him could have been better, but he came for free and he's a really good defender and still has a lot of years in his back. Still, I mean, Real Madrid need to put in some serious cash on their defense. Moving on, we have Ben White to Arsenal. He moved for $50 million and it could have been better. Like, let's be honest, Arsenal is in shambles right now. They need to really work on their team, their all-over team, and not only just their manager. Like, that's probably the priority right now. But still, spending $50 million on Ben White, not really a wise decision, I'd say. Moving on, we have one of the many transfers that took place on the very last day. Camavinga to Real Madrid. Now, those who don't know, Camavinga is a generational talent. He's not even 19. He'll turn 19 in November, I guess. And being 18, he has already left his mark in the League One. It should have been best for all, but I'm putting it in a great deal because his ex-team, Rennes, they clearly said that they wish to have, get more money out of Camavinga. For the talent he has and the amount Real Madrid has paid for him, that is 30 million, they said that if they would have waited for 1 year or more, they could have easily got above 100 million for him. And that's true. Like, their midfield issues for next 4-5 years at least. 4-5 years? 6-7 years at least. Him and Valverde, and they have perfect midfield prospects for the future. Moving on, we have Memphis Depay to Barcelona. Again, what some said that this could have been better, like Memphis Depay wasn't really good at Manchester United, where he was really hyped up and he let everyone down. But watching the past few games of Barcelona, he has really put up some numbers and he has shown character on the field. We all know what he's capable of after his last season at Lyon. And now that he's at Barcelona, he has to carry the job of being the star of the team. A team without Messi, without Griezmann, an injured Dembele, and Ansu Fati isn't even back yet. So you see, he's all they are going to rely on for goals. Should I put him in best of all? Tell me in the comments. Moving on, we have Donnarumma to PSG, and I really thought that this deserved to be the best for all. Moving to PSG for free. Like PSG have got their hands done for the next few years when it comes to the goalkeeping department. But I then went on Twitter and I realized that a few people have not been done justice. First being Keylor Navas. Now Keylor Navas was replaced at Real Madrid after he won 3 UCLs back to back in a row. And then he moved to PSG, where he took them to the final once and the semi-finals once. And again he has been replaced. So his performances nowhere have been disappointing, or he has had flaws in his defense or goalkeeping. Still, they wouldn't have let Donnarumma go if they were able to get him for free. Now another thing I read was that Donnarumma had an option to move to Manchester United. Now I'm not sure if that's true or not. Of course, nobody of us will ever know that. But if that could have happened, Manchester United would have for 100% won the league this year, and they would have been the favourite for the Champions League. They might have actually gone on a glory streak once again with a keeper like him. So, keeping those two things in mind, I will put it in a great deal. Though I really wanted to put it in a best of all. And moving on, we have Mckennie to Juventus. He was playing there before as a loan and moved on to Juventus on a permanent transfer this season. A deal which was worth $21 million. Though this is a great deal for Juventus, but when it comes to Mckennie, he is of course one of the highest talents that US have been able to provide to the footballing world. And looking at his demand, he could have had a better deal in the Premier League or when it comes to Real Madrid, because they were showing high interest in him until last season. Juventus right now is kind of in a rebuilding stage after many believe that Ronaldo has left for good, but still they now need to work on their team from the very roots, and to be part of this team at a young age, it could be good. They might go on to win the Serie A next season, but still, looking at the options he had, Juventus was not really the best choice for him. Jack Grealish to Manchester City. $100 million. He became the highest paid player in Premier League before Ronaldo arrived. And all this, no way he deserves to be higher than that. By no means I'm saying that Jack Grealish isn't a great player. No means I'm saying that Jack Grealish in Man City is a failure. But putting 100 millions on Jack Grealish didn't make sense, because Jack Grealish isn't what they needed to win the Champions League next year or to even retain the Premier League. Man City are neither the Champions League favourites this time nor the Premier League favourites, and Jack Grealish is an amazing talent. He can be really useful to take the ball till the opponent's goal, but to put it in, you need a striker. That's what Man City needs. They need a striker. They needed Harry Kane, and after that they needed Cristiano Ronaldo, but they couldn't get either. And because of that, I would say that this deal could have been better, because if Jack Grealish could have arrived at Man City for a lesser price, they might have been able to get Harry Kane, who knows. But after spending 100 million on Jack Grealish, the Kane deal became kind of dicey. Moving on, we have Saul to Chelsea from Atletico. He moved on a loan, and I don't really see him starting every game. Of course, Saul is a player who would be starting in almost every team, but at Chelsea, like Chelsea have a loaded midfield, and it isn't that he will be able to start every game. Still, he's obviously going to have his impact whenever he plays. Him and Kovacic are excellent backups, or why to say backup, by I mean alternate options for the midfield. The manager is really going to have his fun playing different combinations in the midfield this year. Chelsea look to be the favourite for the Premier League this time, along with Manchester United in my eyes. 2. Luke de Jong, another transfer out of the final day of transfer list, and it is just for the sake of it. Absolutely. Barcelona will compete in this year's Champions League. They are in a group with Bayern Munich, and the attacking options they have in a complete fit condition right now is Luke de Jong, Martin Braithwaite and Memphis Depay. 2 years back, or let's say even last year, it was Griezmann, Messi and Dembele. Moving on to 2 transfers which, without any doubt, is the best for all. First, Hakimi from Inter Milan to PSG. Inter Milan signed him for 40 million euros. They won the Serie A and then sold him for 70 million euros to PSG. They kind of enjoyed the player's value while he was in the team and then sold him at a really great price. So this deal is an all-over great deal for both the sides and as well as Hakimi. Hakimi is surely going to be one of the best right backs in the coming few years. I'm pretty sure about it. The pace and talent he has is absolutely amazing. And then is Messi. Messi to PSG. The most unexpected transfer in this transfer window for sure. And now before I put it in any of the 5 sections, let's first talk about it. Now many would say it is a great deal because Barcelona without him are going to struggle. But hear me out. Barcelona with him were not guaranteed to win the Champions League at all. Like, there was no guarantee that if Messi stays, they are going to win the La Liga, they are going to win the Champions League. The same condition isn't present right now. So what difference would Messi make? All the difference that Messi would have made was for them to get more tickets next season, or maybe their chances of winning the La Liga or Champions League would have been more. But still, like, I am a Barcelona fan, so I'm telling you, as a Barca fan, I know it that even if Messi stayed at Barcelona, we knew that our team wasn't capable enough to win the Champions League with ease. And now that Messi is gone, Barcelona will of course suffer for an year or two. They have such a young lineup, so many young stars waiting to get their hands on those big matches, those Champions League nights. And all this is gonna build a characterized team for Barcelona. So looking at them in long term for like even 2-3 years, it is really positive for Barcelona. Messi on the other hand, it will now play in a team that is worthy of his talent. Like, Barcelona is a great team, but still, Messi being the best player in the world, he deserves to play among the best players, compete at the level he wishes to, and he is in that environment right now. PSG, what more could have they asked for? They got Messi for free. So this deal is for sure the best for all. And for the next transfers, we have so many of them. I'll probably make another part. So subscribe so you don't miss out on the second part. I'll release it in a day or two, probably tomorrow. Make sure to hit that like button. Comment down below what you would like to change in this tier list and why. Of course, I gave my reasons. You need to give your reasons as well. See you until next time. Until then, peace out and stay safe.